Welcome to FreightWaves Now, Tech Thursday edition style. I'm Chad Prevost.
And I'm Emily Zink. And speaking of tech, you either love those electric scooters or you hate them. I know you love them. Think about cars being left random places. That segment coming up.
In the meantime, we're going to have Brad Ganane hitting us with the Shipper Playbook. Brad, what do you got?
Brad Ganane here, bringing you your Shipper Playbook market update for this week. Last week we were tracking a really large amount of inbound tender rejections in the middle of the country. A lot of our volume is spread throughout the country, in California, in the Southeast, in the Northeast, and in Chicago. So we wanted to keep an eye on the middle of the country. And what did we see? We saw over a 10% increase in volume in the middle of the country. With capacity being spread out, we saw a massive increase in outbound tender rejections, having a very tough time covering freight in this area in the country, Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and even into Oklahoma a little bit. And what have we seen in reaction from the carrier community here in our inbound tender rejection, which our week over week change in this Arkansas area, as you've seen, the capacity started to react to these changes already. We're starting to see less amount of rejections into this area as carriers are running into that market to try to take advantage of the excess freight that's coming out of there. And what are we looking forward to in the next week? We're still seeing, if we look at our GPS tracking, looking at our trucks, still fairly spread throughout the country, as you can see in these major markets. We've seen a little bit of an increase here in the middle of the country, but definitely want to keep an eye in the middle of the country here, our shipper community. Be careful out there with a lot of these volumes increasing here.
Lincoln Duff here talking autonomous vehicles. BMW in Munich is testing a autonomous route that their cars are taking now, so they can drive through a dense urban area, and they actually can sense, using their built-in cameras, whether there's green lights, red lights, stop signs, etc. So this new kind of level 2 version of autonomy will allow a car to drive through. If there's a red light, it slowly brings the car to a stop, and once the light turns green, you just tap your cruise control button and the car starts going again. Big news out of Munich, Germany. Volkswagen has finally rolled out their e-car program called WeShare. Similar to your Lime or Bird scooters, consumers or members of this program will be able to get in one of their electric Golfs and drive within a 150 square kilometer area. So how you do right now in the States with your scooters, you get on, it's kind of a one-time, take it, drop it off, access another one later from another point, drop it off somewhere else. Similar to that, you'll be able to do this with the cars, and that's a little different than some of the car share programs in the past. Some of the failed car share companies have really focused more on a one-day rental where you get the car for the day, pick it up from the same place, drop it off that night. This is a little more come and go. So the prices start at 19 cents per minute, increasing to 29 cents per minute when the program finally kind of ends its trial phase in September, and they'll be adding more cars in the coming months as well.
So that's our Shipper Playbook and Happy Tech Thursday.
Yeah, car sharing in Munich. Very interesting. We'll see if it goes well there. Of course, share the love you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow us there.
We're coming live to you each and every business day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, don't worry, be happy.